Most engines lose performance with time, but you can restore yours to like new condition with the correct maintenance tips. You don't need costly repairs or a complete rebuild. I'm going to walk you through the precise procedures in this video so you can prolong the life of your engine, increase efficiency, and recover lost power without breaking the bank. Stick around because these recommendations can help you get a vehicle that feels brand new again, improve fuel efficiency, and accelerate more smoothly. Let's begin. First and foremost, use premium full synthetic oil and replace it on a regular basis. With hundreds of moving components, the engine is a high-precision device that produces heat and friction every second it operates. Ordinary oil degrades quickly under hot conditions, resulting in sludge accumulation, inadequate lubrication, and accelerated wear on critical parts. This is where synthetic oil comes into play. Full synthetic oil, in contrast to traditional oil, is molecularly built to provide superior lubrication, withstand heat breakdown, and maintain engine cleanliness. According to research from the Society of Automotive Engineers, synthetic oil may cut friction by up to 47% when compared to regular oil, which means your camshafts, bearings, and pistons will last longer. This is where people make mistakes, however. They either use cheap, low-quality oil or don't replace their oil often enough. Every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, even synthetic oil has to be changed. It's like attempting to run a marathon without water while you're running an engine on old, degraded oil. It's going to fail eventually. Additionally, if you believe you can go for an eternity without changing your oil, you should reconsider. Neglected oil changes may cause sludge accumulation, which can cause catastrophic engine failure and a 10% reduction in engine efficiency. Simply because you didn't pay $50 on new oil, it amounts to a 5 to 0 plus repair expense. Second, for the right fuel-air mixture, clean or replace the MAF sensor. The MAF sensor tells the ECU how much fuel to inject by detecting the amount of air that enters the engine. This balance is upset if it's unclean or broken, which makes the engine run too rich or too lean, which may result in rough idling, poor acceleration, and even engine banging. Industry testing has shown that a dirty MAF sensor may result in unpredictable stalling problems and a 15% reduction in fuel efficiency. The worst aspect is that most individuals are unaware of its filth until their automobile begins to malfunction. But it's absurdly easy to solve. Simply take off the sensor and use a special MAF sensor cleaning spray to clean it. Every 10,000 to 15,000 miles, give your engine a short clean to maintain it breathing correctly and operating like new. However, don't spend time replacing your MAF sensor with an OEM or premium aftermarket component if it's entirely fried. By making your engine adjust for inaccurate air readings, a malfunctioning MAF sensor may cause long-term harm by gradually wearing down your catalytic converter, spark plugs, and even the pistons. 3. Execute a skilled fuel injector cleaning to restore power. Unclean fuel injectors may be the secret source of your car's power theft if your engine seems weak, slow, or harsh when it is idling. Carbon deposits and varnish buildup in fuel injectors over time disrupt the fuel spray pattern, resulting in uneven combustion, misfires, and poor throttle response. According to research, blocked injectors may result in a discernible decrease in fuel economy and an engine power reduction of up to 10% to 15%. This is why it's important. Fuel injectors are in charge of supplying the combustion chamber with the ideal fuel mist, guaranteeing thorough and effective burning. They either spray too much or too little gasoline when they're unclean, which throws off the air-fuel ratio and causes your engine to suffer. The remedy? An expert cleaning of the fuel injectors. This isn't your average gas station additive. This high-pressure system cleaning removes carbon buildup and gets the gasoline flowing properly again. Adding a high-quality fuel injector cleaning every 3,000 to 5,000 miles may help maintain cleanliness in milder situations. However, it's time for a pressured fuel rail flush or a professional ultrasonic injector cleaning if your vehicle is stalling, hesitating, or feels underpowered. Ignoring this might result in poor performance, broken injectors, and even a faulty catalytic converter, which can need more than $1,500 to fix. 4. To get the most power, replace the ignition coils and outdated spark plugs. The essential component of your engine's combustion process is the spark plug. It caused the explosion that drives your automobile by igniting the air-fuel combination. However, spark plugs deteriorate, their gaps expand, and they stop firing correctly with time, which results in misfires, inefficient fuel use, and a significant loss of power. In addition to making your vehicle feel rough, jerky, and slow at idle, faulty spark plugs may reduce fuel economy by up to 30%, according to industry research. Furthermore, by providing the spark plugs with high voltage, more than simply the ignition coils of the plug are essential. You may have sporadic misfires, stalling, and even trouble starting the vehicle as coils begin to break. Ignoring them for an extended period of time might lead to costly repairs for your catalytic converter. The good news? One of the best methods to recover lost power and efficiency is to replace ignition coils and spark plugs. Continue using high-performance or ODM spark plugs. Copper plugs should be changed every 30,000 miles, whereas platinum or iridium plugs should be changed every 60,000 to 100,000 miles, according to the manufacturer's recommendations. It makes sense to replace your ignition coils at the same time if you've observed harsh idling or slow acceleration. The fifth, to guarantee a clean air intake, use a high-quality engine air filter. This is where most individuals make mistakes. Even though a filthy or clogged engine air filter may reduce engine performance, fuel economy, and even engine life, they totally disregard it. Consider it. Your automobile needs around 10,000 liters of air for every gallon of gasoline it consumes. Additionally, your engine must work harder merely to breathe if the air is contaminated with dust, grime, and debris. A clogged air filter may actually cost you money at the pump since it can lower horsepower by up to 10% and increase fuel consumption, according to automotive research. However, changing your air filter isn't just about saving gasoline. Additionally, it shields your engine from dust and debris, which over time may erode internal parts. Dirt that passes through the filter has the potential to scrape cylinder walls, harm piston rings, and need costly future repairs. It's easy to repair. The engine air filter should be changed every 15,000 to 30,000 miles. If you want to improve airflow without compromising filtration, go with OEM filters or high-performance alternatives like K&N or AEM dry flow. Do a carbon cleaning. And number 6. Carbon deposits build up on your combustion chamber, piston heads, and intake valves over time, obstructing airflow and causing problems with the air-fuel combination. Because gasoline is sprayed straight into your engine, this is particularly problematic for direct injection engines, the combustion chamber, which means that unlike in port-injected engines, the fuel never cleans the valves. Rough idle, banging, slow throttle response, and even misfire check engine lights may all be signs of carbon buildup. Manufacturer data indicate that significant carbon buildup might result in a 10 to 20% decrease in horsepower and fuel economy. The remedy? Carbon cleansing. Using a high-quality intake valve cleaning every 3,000 to 5,000 miles may help remove deposits for minor buildup. However, the best method to restore airflow and combustion efficiency if your engine already has a lot of buildup is to get the intake cleaned by a professional walnut blasting company. 7. Maintain the cooling system to avoid engine wear and overheating. A car engine produces a ridiculous amount of heat. The combustion chamber may have temperatures as high as 4,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Your cooling system is thus essential. It avoids catastrophic engine failure and regulates temperatures. However, here's where many individuals make mistakes. They don't check for leaks until it's too late, disregard their coolant, and believe it never has to be replaced. Ignoring cooling system maintenance may result in deformed cylinder heads, blown head gaskets, or even a totally seized engine, all of which can be expensive to repair. Coolant is more than simply dyed water. Over time, the corrosion inhibitors it contains degrade. After that, corrosion, blocked passageways, and water pump failure may result from the coolant becoming acidic. Flushing and changing your coolant every 30,000 to 50,000 miles is one of the best things you can do, since research indicates that overheating causes over 40% of severe engine problems. But you should check more than just the coolant. Additionally, you should check the thermostat, radiator cap, water pump, and radiator hoses. You may be left stranded with a steaming engine due to fast overheating caused by a minor break in a hose or a failed water pump. Additionally, don't overlook your radiator cap. It keeps the system's pressure at the right level, and a weak cap might lead to coolant boiling over too soon. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Stay safe, and see you in the next one.